Yeah, I definitely spoil a lot of Stranger Things for my family. Like, if you want a spoiler, I will give it to you. Hey Glamour, I'm Sadie Sink, and I'm here to answer an excessive amount of questions. So the categories that we have here are lifestyle, the price of fame, personality, womanhood, likes and dislikes, love and relationships, wild card, and career. I'm gonna start with career. Describe your first day on set for Stranger Things. The first day, I was 14 years old. It was one of the Halloween trick-or-treating scenes. I was dressed like Michael Myers. I think I just had to like scare the boys or something. But I was very nervous. I had met the cast and stuff and everyone, but it was still such a nerve-wracking day because it's like the first lines, your first impression, your first time as this character. But I also remember like it was a night shoot, so it was super fun to like be up super late. And yeah, it was a good first day. I mean, I was already friends with everyone because we had to do school. So I'd spent a lot of time with them already. So we just got even closer and I was able to kind of relax a little bit. Likes and dislikes. What's an appetizer you'll always order if it's on the menu? Crudité and hummus. Always, 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 always. I love it when they have just like radish, I guess, or fennel. If they have fennel, you know it's a good crudité. Personality. Are you more of a dog person or a cat person? I like both. I genuinely am very split down the middle. Cats are very they're very low maintenance, which I like. I have cats, yes. I have two. Yeah, 2 boys. Let's go for the price of fame. What's an item that fans want you to autograph the most? It's always the Funko Pops. Like so many of the Stranger Things action figure Funko Pops. And like sometimes phone cases a lot. A couple of arms, like just like arms, which I have stopped doing because it's too much pressure. Describe your personal style in 3 words. Comfortable, neutral. I really like suiting. So suit? I don't know. Just suit. I've gotten to a point where I really don't care what I wear in my everyday life. When I'm alone, I don't know. It's whatever's clean. You do wild card? What's a fun fact about yourself that you want added to your Wikipedia page? Honestly, nothing. I think the less on there, the better, probably. Let's just keep it really plain. Who is someone you love that you wish you spoke to more often? Probably my little sister. She's 15 now, she's all grown up, but she lives like in New Jersey, so I don't see her as much as I would like to. We're a big musical theater family, and she loves musical theater too, so I feel like anytime she's over to my house, she's like always on the piano and we're singing. She's the best. She came to see me in John Proctor's The Villain on Broadway. I think like that was the coolest thing I've ever done in her eyes, and she loved it. Yeah, and she's like the perfect age for it, so she just really loved the play a lot and took her whole school, her whole drama program to come and see it, so that was great. Do likes and dislikes again. What kind of sweet treat do you like to have for your birthday? I honestly, I don't really like cake that much because I have a problem with icing, but I usually do have it on my birthday. My mom brought over some kind of vegan, gluten-free bunk cake for my birthday because there was no icing on it, so it was the best. Not much of a birthday person, to be honest. How is the acting process different from being in music videos versus acting in TV/movies? You mean All Too Well? And honestly, that kind of felt like it was a movie in a way. There wasn't it's not like they had music playing on the set or anything. I mean, it's All Too Well. I knew the song. I guess the biggest difference is there's not really a set script. It only takes a couple of days, whereas film and TV, you're with a character for a very, very long time. So it's pretty well developed. You kind of get to grow with the character. And something I loved about playing Max too is that I got to grow up with her. What's the best Halloween costume you've ever worn? The best one I've ever had probably would have to be when I was little and my mom was in charge of it. I was Pebbles from the Flintstones. That was a good one. I was also Tinkerbell for several years. Also a great costume. As a grown-up, no, I've been slacking a lot. I get dressed up all the time for either shoots or for movies or whatever I'm working on. So just another time where I have to get dressed up, I'm I don't really need that. What's the hardest thing about getting famous at such a young age? You have to grow up a lot faster, but I also think I kind of already had that before Stranger Things, just like working in theater, and I was around adults a lot. But definitely, like, there is a lot of responsibility. I think also like pressure when you're in the public eye. I was always like super scared of like messing up. I was just always kind of anxious about that when I was younger, and just feeling like a little bit isolated from like your high school or whatever. I didn't really have that. But overall, I think like having the boys on the show who were all kind of going through the same thing, that helped a lot. The hardest part was when like you would leave them, because like, you know, you shoot for a year and then there's like a couple years in between seasons. I'm gonna miss that about the show, is just like having that to come back to. So do you have a favorite dinosaur? Pterodactyl. That's the one that flies, right? Okay, yeah, that's my favorite. It flies. I don't know. It's really cool. I also remember there was this show called Dinosaur Train on PBS when I was younger, and it followed a family of pterodactyls. And I haven't really thought about it until this moment, but yeah, I loved it. Would you ever consider releasing your own music? No, definitely not. I don't know. No, I just wouldn't. I like sang for one movie and I'm like, okay, I think I'm good. I don't need to try it. Yeah, it's just so scary. I don't know. I get so scared with it. I like singing with friends though. That's fun. Maybe a wild card. Why not? What's an object you lost as a child that you still think about today? Oh, I was really into American Girl dolls, and I had this one that I think my mom accidentally threw in the trash. I'm not sure how that happened, but it did, and I think about that a lot. If you had an American Girl doll when you were younger, like, those are prized possessions, as was mine. I forgot what her name was. I think I named her Caroline or something. She wasn't a historical one. She was like, like a, what did they call it? Like a Just Like Me doll? Yes, I did. I had Emily, who was Molly's friend, but she had red hair and blue eyes, so I really liked her a lot. Do you prefer working in movies, TV, or on stage? On stage, I think. It's definitely the biggest challenge. I think it's the most rewarding. They're all rewarding, but like being on stage and like also just getting to act every night. It was amazing to have that. Even on the days where it's like, oh, I don't want to do a show. So often in film and TV, it's like you're not working every single day, or it can feel like you're just waiting around a lot. But with the stage, it's like you get to act every day. And yeah, that's something that I miss. Describe the last dream you remember. Oh my God. I dreamed that like I had to wake up and go and do John Proctor again, which I'm not doing that show right now, but I've been getting a lot of dreams where I wake up thinking that I have to do it. And I'm like, oh God, I haven't done it in a while. Like I'm going to be a little rusty. And then I wake up and I'm very relieved that that doesn't have to happen. John Proctor related dreams, which makes sense because yeah, I was doing it every day. Oh yeah, I'll be executive producing the movie adaptation of John Proctor as the villain, which I've never done before. I'm very excited. I love Kimberly Bellflower so much, and she's brilliant. And so to be able to kind of continue this collaboration with her is, yeah, I'm super excited. And it'll be such a great education, too.
Is it your first producing product?
Yeah. It'll be a learning curve for sure, but I care about this material so much. Just to be in the room with the people that are making this happen is going to be, yeah. I'm super excited, yeah. What movie or TV show do you quote the most? Probably The Devil Wears Prada. Me and my brother quote that all the time. By all means, move at a glacial pace. You know how it thrills me. I feel like I've met Anne. I have not met Meryl. I would definitely remember if I met Meryl Streep, but I have not met her yet. But one day. Do you think pets love you as much as you love them? I'd like to think yes. If I'm just talking about my cats, I just got them, so I think it's more of a slow burn on their end, but I definitely am obsessed with them. I like the wild card ones. Who was your favorite teacher growing up? Well, I mean, we had an on-set tutor that was with us from ages 14 through 18. Our teacher, Marina, she was there. She was even there for the last season because, like, if there's ever a kid in a scene, like, she's always with them. We're basically required to get 3 hours of schoolwork done every single day that we're working or not working during a school day. Sometimes you can get a minimum of 1 hour, and the other 2 hours you have to pull from your bank, which is a series of extra hours that you've built up over the time. So say I went in to do school on an off day, did 5 hours, then those 2 would go into my bank. And they want you to build up the bank as much as you can. So if it's a very busy day and you only have time for 1 hour of school, then they can pull from the bank. But yeah, it's chaotic. You never get anything done because also sometimes you're just working in like 20-minute increments. That's a big ask for a kid who doesn't want to be doing school anyway. But yeah, she was definitely by far my favorite teacher and one of my only teachers. No, I had many, but like I was with her the most. So yeah, Marina. Have you ever kept one of your costumes? What did you keep? I usually keep like something from everything. Always the shoes. Any shoes that I wear, I have to take home with me. So I have like all of Max's Vans and then like the boots I wore in John Proctor. I just kept those. I also have Max's watch. I took a lot from Stranger Things. I have her watch, I have jackets, I have hoodies, I have skateboards, I have Walkmans, cassette tapes. Yeah, I have all the Max essentials for sure. But my favorite is her skateboard, and I have it like hanging above one of the doors in my house, which I love. Have you ever accidentally spoiled your movies or TV shows for your friends? Never accidentally, but I definitely do. Like if you want a spoiler, I will give it to you. But it's only if I like really trust the person. It usually involves me like joking about something that I had to do on screen. But yeah, I definitely spoil a lot of Stranger Things for my family. I don't know. You spend so much time in between seasons or it's like you forget that like, oh, this is a big show and people really care about spoilers. So you always have to remind yourself to be a little bit more secretive about things. What's a beauty secret you learned from a family member? Nothing. What's your favorite girl power anthem? I don't know, probably like Spice Girls or something. What Olympic sport do you think you'd be best at? God, like nothing. What was your style icon growing up? I didn't have one, I didn't care. What do you wish more people asked you about in interviews? Theater, Broadway, what that was like, I guess, when I was little. What color do you always look good in? Blue, hopefully, I don't know. How long did it take to learn your best red carpet poses? It's still a work in progress. I have no idea. No one ever taught me how to do that. Have you ever read a harmless fact about yourself that was completely false? All the time. What event have you been to that had the best food? Ooh, not an event, but I went to 11 Madison Park for the first time recently, and it was incredible. What is the item you've collected the most of? Shoes. What's a weird but harmless gift a fan has sent you? A photo of my dad? What labels and boxes have you been put in that you've had to shake off? I guess that I'm still 14 years old, but whatever. Do you know your No, I don't. What is this? Myers-Briggs personality type? No, I'm an Aries. I don't know if that is what that means. When was the first moment you realized you were famous? Probably when like people like were shouting my name at something and I was like, oh, they know my name. What's a hobby you wish you had more time for? I guess any hobby in general. I don't really have any hobbies, so I wish I had more time for any hobby. What is your earliest memory from childhood? Probably my dad teaching me how to ride a bike. Oh no, right, I was riding a scooter. It was my birthday and I made a grand entrance into the dining room and it was on my scooter and I was wearing a princess dress and that's the earliest memory I have. Wow, Glamour, that really was an excessive amount of questions. Thank you so much for joining me. That was a lot, but they were good ones. They were really like fun ones that you don't get to answer all the time. Goodbye.